All right, Donald Trump timeline, assassination timeline. We know that a clone will be removed. They showed us that in the movie The Prestige, where Tesla did cloning. And of course, that movie was the same director that was Christopher Nolan. There's a movie called Tenet coming out. I hope to catch that this Saturday. But he also did the Dark Knight trilogy, and we know that Donald Trump is Batman. He has looked into the camera and said, I am Batman, at his own Trump ownership YouTube site. And it was staged. I had a little boy go, Mr. Trump, are you Batman? He looked at the camera. He couldn't see the boy. The boy's voice was coming from the camera, and Trump looked in the camera, and he goes, I am Batman. So, fighting crime, saving the children under the city, which is what the QAnon people were all about. Trump saving the children under New York City, all this stuff, which of course is what Bruce Wayne was doing in The Dark Knight Rises. Also, Bane went under the city, and the people from the kids from the Wayne Foundation, when they outgrew the Wayne Foundation, some of them also got caught up going under the city. So Batman was saving them going under the city. And so we're looking at a Trump assassination timeline. The same actor, Christian Bale, think of Bale on Christianity. He did the Dark Knight series where Trump said, I am Batman. I guess I should just go ahead on and show you all that, where Trump says, I am Batman. Should have had it prepared. I didn't think I was going to do it.
Yes. Mr. Trump.
Yes.
Are you Batman?
I am Batman.
All right, very good. So he's telling you he's Batman. So Christian Bale on Christianity, was Batman, of course, in the Dark Knight series. In The Dark Knight Rises, he was removed. The American flag was shredded. Remember that scene where the flags were shredded? Then, of course, he returns, which is, of course, what happens with the Antichrist. That's what the two towers going down was for, and then one comes back up. And isn't there a Lord of the Ring, the two towers? So this is all very symbolic. And this is how their world operates. The Bible says, be as wise as serpent, yet harmless as doves. And the Lord will give his discernment to his sheep. Sheep are not following QAnon unless they are very, very lost sheep. That's a long story. And that was from a video I just got through doing, sorry. So the 24 Hours of Le Mans this year, Christian Bale, who was in The Prestige and the Dark Knight series and American Psycho. I did a Donald Trump, the Antichrist on that one. But here you go with Christian Bale was in the 24 Hours of Le Mans. This year's is the 88th running of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. And we know that Trump is 88 in Gematria, and you had to go 88 miles an hour and Back to the Future, and Trump's all about time travel, which is what this movie Tenet is all about this week. Another Christopher Nolan film, who did The Prestige and the Dark Knight series. 88th running of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. It's 2020. It's going to be the 88th. And of course, there's 88 members of Space Force. Space Force, Wikipedia. '88 active duty. Space Force is, of course, fake. It's all about the artificial intelligence through the ghost in the machine, through the coming technology. You'll be uploading demons into your body after, of course, the Antichrist returns. Well, Trump timeline. Let's cut to the chase. Ken Miles in the movie is who Christian Bale played. And remember, Christian Bale is always playing Donald Trump. He died on August 17th, which was 59 days. See that June 19th, 1966? It was 59 days from June 19th to August 17th. So Ken Miles died 59 days after the 24 Hours of Le Mans. This year's 24 Hours of Le Mans is on the 20th. If you go 59 days later, you get November 18th. If Trump is assassinated on Wednesday, November 18th, like Jesus, he would what? Symbolically rise on the third day. So that's 18, 19, 20. Remember, in the Jewish calendar, if just 1 minute of a day counts as the whole day. So 18, 19, and 20. Well, when Trump goes down, that's no time to die, is it? Because he has a lot of work to do behind the scenes as the acting Antichrist. And then he will return on the stage at the third temple and declare himself to be God with the false prophet and the image that speaks. This will be after war, famine, death to 1/4 of the earth. Revelation chapter 6, verse 8. So what is the third day? It's November 20th. James Bond, No Time to Die, release date.
In the United States of America, No Time to Die comes out on November 20th.
No Time to Die. And you know, when you go to my Trump Antichrist playlist, Donald Trump, Antichrist Part 13, Skyfall, I chronicle for you how not only is Christian Bale Donald Trump, but so is Daniel Craig, especially in James Bond. And Skyfall goes back to his Scottish roots, which is where Trump's roots are. James Bond's mom was Scottish. Donald Trump's mom, Scottish. He had a wound over his right eye. The Antichrist has a wound over his right eye. Well, No Time to Die, that would be my first date now that I'm looking at. I would rank that in first place, November 18th. November 18th. There it is. Wednesday, November 18th. If I had to rank a second one, it would be Halloween, full moon, Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead, October 31st, 2020. In the James Bond movie, I believe it is Spectre. I don't think it's Skyfall. I think it's Spectre. It opens up with the Day of the Dead celebration. Opening scene, Spectre, Mexico City. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to get a copyright strike. I think you're going to hear a pretty heavy bass, and it's going to say, the dead are alive. So Trump would be dead, but alive, because it's a clone that gets assassinated. Let me find it for you. I don't want to waste your time. I didn't have it prepped. All right, I didn't have the right video. It's this one. The dead are alive. Then it takes you through the Day of the Dead celebration. That is on October 31st. So it's also a full moon. It's a blue moon, as it's the second full moon of the month. That would be my second one because the Day of the Dead lasts through November 2nd, which would be on the third day, 31st, November 1st, All Hallows Eve, and then, of course, it ends on November 2nd, which would be when he would symbolically rise. The last date I would give you for 2020, I think he goes in 2020. I think 2020 TT, Twin Towers. I think what comes in third place, and at just a few weeks ago it was in first place, so my brain goes back and forth. Parallax. Full moon, November 28th. I'm sorry, it's November 30th. Now, it is a blood red moon, and they call it penumbral, a penumbral moon. Well, Trump was born on a blood red moon. November 30th, 2020, penumbral moon.
Here's a summary from Moonblink. A penumbral eclipse of the moon occurs on Monday, the 30th of November 2020 UT, lasting from 7:32 to 11:53 UT. The moon will be visible from East Asia, Australia, and the Americas.
There's 4 penumbral blood moons or eclipses in 2020. That has never occurred in a calendar year ever. Not 4. Not penumbrals. Not penumbral moons. No. Now, Trump was not born on a penumbral moon. This was a full eclipse. But I would rank that, if he died on a lunar, if he was born on a lunar eclipse and he dies on a, symbolically dies on a lunar eclipse, that is. So I would look at that also. Those are basically the 3 dates that I'm looking at. Now, on the day of the 24 hours of Le Mans, that's possible. The 88th running, that's possible. That's September, September's huge for them now. You know that. It's September 19th and 20th. September 21st. I remember that song from Earth, Wind, and Fire. Do you remember the 21st night of September? September 23rd, 9/23 has always been coded into movies. So September 23rd could be a big day. Of course, September 11th. I love September 11th. People falsely say that's Jesus' birthday. I do not agree with that. I don't think we know when Jesus' birthday is. It could be. But I know that they love Revelation 9:11, Satan, the angel of the bottomless pit, known as Apollo or Apollyon, and Trump has Apollo or Apollyon, the painting, in Trump Tower. It's easy to search. I've shown you all many times. Portrait of Apollo, Revelation 9:11, and there was an angel over the bottomless pit. In the Hebrew tongue, it's Abaddon, but something Apollyon, which is Apollo. So anyway, that's it. And we're hearing some thunder, aren't we? So that's what we're hearing. I live right there. It's right there. So anyway, love y'all very much. Donald Trump is the Antichrist. The Antichrist does have to receive a deadly wound by the sword, but does live. And that's how they do it, the two Trumps. Trump is a Gemini. That's why Gemini has always been the twin. So anyway, love y'all.